Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. I know it's been a little while, apologies for that. I've been rather busy, but I hope everyone is doing well, and yes, there was no way I was going to miss talking about these crucial upcoming Algerian fixtures, and the manager Jamel Belmadi has released a 25-man squad for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers away against Djibouti, well, it's in Cairo, and at home against Burkina Faso in Blida. The game's on the 12th of November and the 16th of November respectively, so not too far away. These are the final two games of Algeria's World Cup qualifying Group A to make it to Qatar 2022, and of course there is a playoff round afterwards. Still lots of work to be done because we are level on points with Burkina Faso as things stand. So these two games, ideally, we're looking at another 2 wins to progress to the next round. So are we going to see any new fresh faces for these games? No, there's no new players, unfortunately. Again, very disappointing. So many players out there we could possibly get. No one here in this new squad. But looking at the squad as a whole, you'd say there's enough there. There's enough there to beat Burkina Faso and Djibouti. You'd say there's enough there to get past these 2 games. So it's not a big issue, but there are some players in certain positions you feel they're not good enough for the level we want to be at. So let's look through the squad and also touch on who isn't in the squad. Now, before we speak about any of these players, of course, the big talking point for the last few weeks has been the absence of Andy Delors. Now, no matter what you think of the situation, we have lost one of our best players. One of the top scorers in Liga this season isn't going to be representing Algeria under Belmadi, it seems. And whatever you say, it's a huge blow. It has weakened the squad. So we hope that the players we do have are really going to step up. The 3 goalkeepers, it's pretty much the same old story. It's Rice and Bulhi. It's Alexander Okija. Yes, and Bulhi has been the #1 for ages. Okija plays in France. I'd love him to get some game time. The third keeper is different. We've got Zugba this time. Again, the third keeper probably isn't going to play unless there's 2 huge injury concerns. So Zugba, I think, playing in the Saudi League as well. He's joined up with the squad along with Mbulhi. And Okija, again, he's not the youngest goalkeeper either, so not really a goalkeeper for the future there. So those are the 3 goalkeepers, and I think the biggest talking points come out of the defence, and in particularly in these 4-back areas. Yes, Rami Bentabani is the left back. Yes, Yusuf Attal is the right back. But if one of those were to get injured, and we know how injury prone these 2 players are, the backup options in the squad are not up to scratch. Now, we've got no Mohamed Mahrez this time, unfortunately. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but we've gone back to Abdellaoui as the backup left back. I thought those deep dark days were over, but unfortunately Abdellaoui has returned to the squad. Someone please pinch me because it does seem like it's a bit of a nightmare. I mean, what do you think about what's out there? And the likes of Yanis Hamash, the likes of Ryan Ait-Nouri playing in the Premier League week in, week out with Wolves, not even being called up by the France under-21 squad, and you're still picking Abdellaoui. There's definitely favourites that Belmadi has, and he's 31 games unbeaten, but you're still allowed to question some of the decisions the manager makes. We've got to make more of an effort going forward to get these players on board because everyone else in Africa is doing it. You look at what Nigeria are building, Senegal, Morocco, Tunisia. We can't fall behind. So inshallah Bentabani stays fit and we don't have to see Abdellaoui. And then the right back situation, Yusuf Attal is there. So what Belmadi seemingly has done, he's had enough of Mehdi Zafan, and I think most of us have had enough of Mehdi Zafan. So Zafan's out of the picture. Beniada, the 3rd choice right back, he's out of the picture. Is Akim Zadadka here? No. We've gone back to Halimia, who plays in, I think, in Belgium. So Halimia, the backup right back, again, not the greatest. He's not as bad as Abdellaoui is, and he has got a few caps under his belt. But Zadadka playing in Liga week in, week out, why have we not gone after him? The question has to be asked. Maybe it's not Belmadi, is it the FA? Belmadi is very stubborn in terms of getting players. He wants players to come to us. That's the message. He's made that very clear. So he's not going to beg anyone to play for Algeria, which you can understand why. If we go into that Burkina Faso game without Bentabani or Attal and the pace that they've got, I'd be worried. 5 centre-halves, and it's the usual suspects. It's Issa Mandi and Jamal Ben Lamri. You expect those 2 to play together. You've got Ahmed Touba, you've got Badaran. Badaran wasn't great in the last couple of games. He's back involved. You've also got no Mehdi Youb. You've got Mehdi Taharat. I think he played in Belmadi's first game in charge in this national team spell. Mehdi Taharat is here. Don't ask me why, but he's here. Is he fifth choice centre back? Does he want to take a look at Tahara? Obviously a player he trusts, very tall. Again, 5 central defenders, very defensive minded squad for games against Djibouti and Burkina Faso, where we really need to be on the front foot. So interesting choices there from Belmadi. So that's the defence. Moving on to the midfield. Guardiola seems to be out of the picture now. He's gone to Sheffield United. He's not even playing regularly, and he's obviously on the wrong side of 30. The main players are here. You've got Ismail Benassa, one of the best midfielders in the world, I think. You've got Rami Zarouki, you've got Sofian Feghouli. You expect those three to play together. You've got the youth of Zorgan. You've got a solid, compact, composed Haris Belkebla playing in the French league every week. The guy that isn't here, Hicham Badawi. Quite a positive season with Nice, I feel, in the French league, and Nice are doing very well. But Badawi isn't here. Farid Boulaya comes back in. Obviously, he had a bit of an off-the-field problem. He was trying to change club from Metz, didn't materialise. Come back into the side for Metz. Boulaya started to start some games. Got his first goal of the season. He's at the same club as Okija, the goalkeeper. So Boulaya comes in that sort of attacking midfield area where Ilan Kabal was occupying. Mahrez Khan has occupied that position as well. Of course, Boulaya did score for Algeria less than a year ago. So Boulaya's back in the fold. Obviously a player that Belmadi likes. Very good, skillful dribbler. So again, you expect it to be Benassa, Zarouki and Feghouli, and then maybe if you're winning 3-4-0 against Djibouti, you can bring on someone like Zorgan, you can bring on Boulaya and go more attacking. In the forward areas, of course, the Delort absence, we don't need to go over that again. So the main 3 strikers now, I think Slimani's overtaken Bounedjah as number 1. It remains to be seen if Xavi takes Bounedjah to Barcelona. I'll be very surprised, but he is better than De Jong. So you've got Slimani, Bounedjah. I'd like to see Slimani take the main striking shirt. Amora comes into the fold. You're going to see a lot more of Amora now that Delort is not in the squad anymore. But interestingly, in the right wing and the left wing positions, it looks like the days of Yacine Brahimi are well and truly over. You've got Benrahma and Belaili, but again, you've got to question, can Belmadi play them together? He doesn't seem to like playing Benrahma and Belaili together. He wants Belaili on the left or Benrahma on the left, but Benrahma has been playing centrally at my club, West Ham. So what is Belmadi going to start playing Belaili and Benrahma together for? I think it's what we're crying out for. Maybe Belaili, Benrahma, Mahrez and Slimani up front. We've got to see how that team would work. Gazelle's not here. Gazelle's fit again. He's not here. We've gone for Mahrez and Adam Unus as the 2 right wingers. Adam Unus scoring in the Europa League the other day, as did many other Algerian players. So good to see Unus stayed at Napoli. Remains to be seen if that was the right decision for him. Is he going to get enough game time to get into the AFCON squad? Well, it looks like CAF have actually said that for the AFCON squads they will be bigger than usual because of COVID. So we will be able to take more players to the tournament. So Mahrez and Unus on the right, Benrahma and Belaili on the left, and then you've got Slimani, Bounedjah and Amora. And you have to say, you can't really think of too many Algerian nationals that are unfortunate to miss out in this squad. The usual suspects are here. It's just a shame we haven't gone out and bolstered the squad in certain areas like Nouri, like Zededka, like Michael Olise linked if you want to bring some pace into the team. Maybe Lucas Zidane as a goalkeeper. In midfield you could bring in Yassine Adli, you could bring in Maxime Lopez, but we're not going to beg players. So that's the squad. And despite the fact that it's disappointing there's no one new, that should be more than good enough to get past Djibouti away and Burkina Faso at home. Obviously questions remain to be asked over whether Belmadi should rest everyone against Djibouti and save the main team against Burkina Faso. Of course, let's be honest, if I took 10 of you viewers and we played Djibouti, we'd probably win. So should be resting players in that one. Then the big game against Burkina. Fans back in the stadium, half capacity. Moroccan referee. So it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. But let's get past these 2 games. Let's get to the playoff round. And then all eyes are on the Africa Cup of Nations in a couple of months. So lots of stuff to look forward to. Arab Cup as well, where you might see the likes of Bounedjah and Belaili and maybe Ben Lamry go to the Arab Cup. Of course, don't want to risk their injuries, but you'll see 1 or 2 of them involved, I think, in that tournament, particularly because it is in Qatar. So that's the squad. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. We're back. We've got the previews coming up, the reviews coming up for the 2 games, and then that leads us into the Arab Cup and the AFCON. So lots to stick around for. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.